All right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Barak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad. The Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab on Wan. Back at you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be called Ww3 Is At Hand. All right. And I want to go into a couple of little things I got on Instagram, right? Because the scriptures are speaking for itself, man. Everything is coming to pass the way it's supposed to. All right. Matter of fact, let me bring out, let me share the screen. All right, let me bring out Matthew 24. Okay. Matthew 24 and 6. And it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in the diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. So, everywhere you look, man, you're hearing about wars and rumors of wars. All right. But see, we can't be troubled yet because the end is not yet. All right. In order for this war to really pop off, man, you have to understand that the other prophecies have to take place first. All right. Jacob's trouble, MOTB, that hour of temptation, everybody being tried. All right. And then Ww3 is going to come off, it's going to pop off. Right now, you're just hearing of the wars and rumors of wars. And then I'm not saying it can't pop off, all right, because it could. But a lot of war, starts off with rumors and then it, it dies off and then it just comes out of nowhere. You see? But that's why it says, but the end is not yet. All right. But these are all signs that are being given through Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah, through the Spirit, letting you know that the end is about to come upon us. All right. And you're seeing nation rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom. You see? And this is all the beginning of sorrows. See, that's why it says all these are the beginning of sorrows. Because these are the signs. And when it finally goes, and that door finally closes, all hell gonna break loose everywhere, all at once. All right. And this is why it's beautiful times that we're living in right now as we speak. Okay. So, matter of fact, I want to get I'll hold off on that. Let me play these videos. All right. There's so many of them right now. I think this is one of them.
To President Putin, it's the last thing I'll say. that if he moves on Ukraine, the economic consequences for his economy are going to be devastating. Devastating, number one. Number two, we will find it required that we'll have to send more American and NATO troops into the eastern flank, the B9, all those NATO countries where we have a sacred obligation to defend them against any attack by Russia. And number three, the impact of all of that on Russia and its attitude, the rest of the world's view of Russia, would change markedly. He'll pay a terrible price. And
which at the end of the day, America's the one that's going to pay that terrible price. All right, because see, they don't understand that the Lord is stirring things up. He's stirring that pot right now, man. All right.
So it's and we are going to continue to provide for, and we have and continue to provide for the defense capacities for the Ukrainian people. Thank you so much. I've made it.
All right, as a matter of fact, let me bring out this scripture since I thought about it right now. This is Proverbs 20. What is it? 21. Yeah, I think it's 21. Yeah, 21. 21 and 1, and it says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see? So the Lord is the one, man's goings is of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? All right. And the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it wherever he will. All right. And as the rivers of water, because our mind is pretty much made of water. Okay, you see, so he's able to turn it as the rivers whereversoever he will. So you have to understand, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai set up kings and he take out kings, man. So everything that these different kings and kingdoms, they all, whoever's running them at the time, is all in the hand of the Lord. All right. He stirs them the way he wants them to go. And these devils don't understand that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is basically turning them to war, man. All right. This is why they're being gathered out there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right. The valley of decisions, Armageddon. All right. To bring this place down. All right. So this whole entire place, this era could be diminished. All right. So let me go into another one.
I've made it absolutely clear.
All right. Just so many different articles. All right. You got war drums. All right. Biden sends thousands of U.S. troops to counter Russia's threat. You see, all war drums. Matter of fact, just by off of that one, war drums. Let's get Psalms. What is that? 51. Psalms 51 and might be 50. Yeah, it is 50. I mean, why did I say Psalms? Salakia. Some bugged out for that one. Jeremiah 51. Salakia. Jeremiah 51 and where is it at? Give me 1 second. It's in It's in 50. That's what it's at. Yeah, it's in 50. It says, there you go. Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. You see, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? All right. And how is Babylon going to become that desolation? Is going to be through nuclear missiles, man. All right. This place is going to be cut off by nuclear missiles. World War III. All right. As a matter of fact, since I was in 51. All right, what does it say right here? All right, it tells you I just seen it too. There you go. 51 and 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. Man, it says the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might has failed. They have they became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. See? And this is going into the Medes being stirred up against America, against Babylon. And all these other nations is going to turn against Babylon the Great. All right. I just had another scripture I was just thinking in my mind. Let me grab that. Isaiah 54. All right, and it says Isaiah 54 and 16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. All right, and created the smith. That goes into the modern day scientists. And what did the modern day scientists create, man? Them nuclear missiles. All right, and that's what's going to bring the fire upon America. This is how America's going to be made into that great lake of fire. 200 million missiles is going to hit this place, man. Why? Because they're all going to turn against her. All right. And the main one that's going to, make this place desolate is the Medes, man. All right. It's another scripture I just thought of. Let me grab I get it from here. This is Salakia. Bear with me. This is Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19 and 2. And it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right. And this is talking about these damn Edomites, man. Everybody turning against each other. All right. Let me go into Matthew 12 and 26. Oops, lucky. Matthew 12 and 26. And it says, and if Satan, as a matter of fact, I'll start at 25, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? You see? And this is why this kingdom is about to be brought down to naught, man. All right? If Satan casting out Satan, man, how is they able to stand in their kingdom, man? They can't. Their whole entire kingdom is falling apart. America's falling apart. All right? And that's a beautiful thing. That's why it says Esau's the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, man. All right. The Lord's going to have these damn devils fighting amongst themselves. Remember, they were created just to be destroyed. All right. And how they going to be destroyed with that nuclear missile, that World War III. All right. As a matter of fact, let me grab that. Revelations. Actually, it's 11. This is a Revelations 11 and 14. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me grab it from. Select it from 9. All right, and it says Revelations 9 and 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. All right, and woes represent the world wars. So one world war has passed, and the second one was about to come. 2 more was about to come. But what does it tell you in Revelations 11? All right, it said the second woe was past. All right, which the Second World War did pass. All right, you had the First World War that was in what, 1914. Then you had the second that was in 1942. All right, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. See, so it's telling you that there will be a third world war. All right, because you got a lot of people that, it will never be another World War III. You know, well, it's happening right before your eyes, man. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is stirring the pot. He's stirring everybody up to fight. All right, to be destroyed. This is what Armageddon is about. All right. So the third woe cometh quickly. All right. And this is why we gotta be on our toes more than ever, man. Because at the same time that World War III is coming, all right, Yahushua is coming. All right, like a thief in the night. Okay. Now, let me go into Shalom, brothers. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah. Willie Billy. This is Mark 3 and 27. It says, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and he will spoil his house. Beautiful. You see? And all the man, I can't wait till these things come to pass, man. All right. Going back. As a matter of fact, you know, before I go on, all right, let me see what else I had in here. This is you got Biden orders 8,500 troops, U.S. troops, to prepare to deploy to Eastern Europe to fend off Russia. All right. President, it's funny because this is why all these other nations, all right, are going to hate America. You always got America that wants to stick their nose in everybody's business. All right. As a matter of fact, let me grab that. Let me go to Obadiah first. All right. Obadiah and 1 and 7. And it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. You see? So all these other nations that they were once in league with, man, they were once cool with, are going to turn against America. All right. And they're going to destroy him. All right. Matter of fact, where's that one? And I think it's in 12. All right. Let me grab that real quick. This is Revelations. Yeah, that's what it was. Revelation 17. Okay. And it says, go from Salakia. Start from 14. All right. And it says, victory for the Lamb. All right. For Yahushua. And it says, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and kings of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Yeah, because all at one point, all right, all these are going to try to make war with Yahushua, man. All right. Like it tells you in 2nd Ezra 13, it tells you they were so afraid, but yet there's fight. All right, they're gonna make war with the Lamb, but they're not gonna be able to prevail. All right, and it says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sowest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples, multitudes, and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sowest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. All right, going into the EU. All right. And then it says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh has put in their hearts to fulfill his will. See, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has prepared, has put it in their hearts, just like when we read, okay, Proverbs 21:1. It said, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see? So this is all done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And he's putting the spirit on these devils to make these moves. This is why everything is being set up right before our eyes, man. World War III will pop off, man. And it says, for Yahweh has put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sowest is that great city, going into America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. You see? She's that whore, all right, that sits on all these other kingdoms, man. That sits on NATO, all right, and EU. And they're all tired of her shit, man. Literally, they all tired of her. All right, so it goes back into here. The president could send up to 50,000 soldiers to NATO allies over Ukraine invasions, fears, and will talk to European leaders at 3 p.m. about his plan, blah, blah, blah. All right. You got also, it's the same thing I have there. Damn, did I post that like 3 times in a row? I think I did. All right. You got over here. Damn, I posted that twice too. Oh yeah, I did post that twice. Slakia. There's one more video I got in here for sure. Where's it at? This one? No, that's not it. Salakia, there's one more main one. Matter of fact, let me read this right here. It says Russian submarine with 160 nukes on board surfaces off U.S. coast. What you think these 160 nukes are for? They're not just going to sit there and collect dust. They're going to be used. Every single one of these nukes are going to be used. Every single one of these nukes are going to be hit. Are going to hit their exact location. None of them are going to go straight. None of them going to go off. All right. None of them going to be destroyed by defense systems. None of them. Every single one of them is going to hit their destination, man. All right. It says Russia warns it's run out of patience with America. You see? Stirring up the pot. Just like it tells you that I will stir up the Medes. All right. It says Russia deploys nuclear ballistic missile in Arctic military base. You see? Where's the one? The one that I'm looking for is probably this one right here. No, that's not it. Damn. I know I got it in here somewhere. Give me 1 second. It's a main one too. Yeah, I think I went too far. It's like a 4-minute video. Probably a little longer than that, actually. And it's just showing you how they're all preparing for the war. No, that's not it. Damn. Slocky, bear with me. Oh, it's this one right here. Here we go. get the point. I ain't even got to go into that anymore. All right. That's the point. They setting up to bring this place down. All right. Let's go to Ezekiel 38. All right, Ezekiel 38. And we'll take it from the top. All right. And it says, "And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog." All right. The chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. All right. And you know, God goes into being the what is it, man? I have it right here in my notes. It goes to the Russia land. All right. It goes into Russia, landmass. All right. Which means a mountain and the government, and it also means government, powerful, influential government. Okay. And that's the region where they had pretty much around that region is where you had the Caucasus Mountains. Okay. So it's telling us to set our face against Gog and prophesy against it. All right. Which Meshech and Tubal, I believe, goes into Meshech goes into Moscow. All right. Tubal goes into what's the Kabas. All right. And then it says, "And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal." And it says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws." All right. "And I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords." All right. And basically what that is that's that revival of that Soviet Union, man, that USSR. All right. And then it says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya. All right. With them, all of them with shield and helmet. All right. Which I got it over here in my notes. Persia goes into the Iranians. All right. Ethiopia goes into, you know, Sudan. All right. Going into them Cushites. All right. Going into basically Ham. All right. Then it says Libya. And then you got then it says all of them with the shield and helmet, Gomer. All right, which Gomer goes into the Turks. All right, and all his bands in the house of Tagarma of the north quarters, and all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. All right, yeah, because all these other places are pretty much falling back on Russia being the guard. Okay. Let's see what I got. Right. So going back into 8. So I got it all in my notes here. Give me 1 second, Salakia. Gotta do my notes. Matter of fact, let me go into that real quick. Joel, going into that. Joel 3 and 9. And it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of the war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, because thy mighty ones to cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. All right. So, and that's what's happening right now. All these different countries, all right, are being set up, you know, in the valley of Jehoshaphat for war, man, for World War III. All right. And all these other nations that were once weak, now they have that nuclear power. That's why it says, let the weak say, I am strong now, because they now have nuclear power like everybody else. All right. So they have made themselves strong. All right. And all these heathen are being brought forth, man, to the battle of Jehoshaphat. As a matter of fact, 3 and 2 tells you right here. It says, I'll start from the top. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have, and that's pretty much the point right there. All right. And they're being brought down to that valley, man. All right. All to be destroyed. Matter of fact, let me jump back to 3 and 13. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full and the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Okay. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. And the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So shall ye know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, your power dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through here anymore. You see? So all the, hey, that harvest is ripe. All right. And what happens is with the harvest, you pick that when it's right. So it's, you know, metaphorically speaking, how this place is ready to go. For all the wickedness in this place is great. All right. Wickedness all around the world is great. So it's time for this place to be brought down to naught. It's time for that straight cleansing, and America being that altar. Okay. And how is this place going to be brought to that cleanse? All right, through nuclear missiles, man. Straight flames out here. All right, now let me go back to Ezekiel 38. All right. Back at 38 and 7, it says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Yeah, because Russia's going to be the guard unto them. For after many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come back into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Okay. And then it says, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm, thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. All right, going into the missiles. All right, and it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. You see, again, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the one that's stirring up these damn devil's thoughts. All right. As a matter of fact, let me grab what is that? Isaiah, is it 13 or 14? I think it's 13. Yeah. All right. This is Isaiah 13. I'll just start real quick at 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. All right. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, and that they may go into the gates of the nobles. All right. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. All right. Matter of fact, let me open another one real quick. And it says, I have sanctified my, and I commanded my sanctified ones, and I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, and even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. You see, again, setting it all up. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. All right. It says, how ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. All right. Going into all this destruction that's going to be done by the nuclear missiles, man. And it says, behold, the day of the wrath cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right. For the stars of the heavens and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right, talking about the Israelite man. And it says, therefore I will shake the heavens. And that's the only way you're going to be able to get out of the destruction, man. All right. That's why it says that a man, an Israelite man shall be the damn, it's right on the tip of my tongue. From the destruction, the wind. All right. It's going to be your protection from the destruction in the wind. Okay. And then it says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, all right, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. All right, going into that martial law. And then it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. All right, the Medes goes into the Russians. Their bows also shall dash their young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. All right, going into these nuclear missiles. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, all right, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. All right. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. All right. And this is all the destruction of America. You know, you read Isaiah 34, it talks about how it's going to be made desolate, man. And it's telling you right here that it's going to be made desolate. All right. As a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. All right. Isaiah 34:1, and it says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and the things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He has utterly destroyed them, he has delivered them to the slaughter. All right. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of the heavens shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. All right, talking about that mushroom cloud, man. All right, from the missiles. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. All right, that's the Greek saying of the Greek way of saying the Edomites. All right, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. You see? So all this is about to be destroyed, man. America's about to be destroyed. And it goes basically into the same thing what we was just reading. All right, how it's going to be for the habitation of dragons. All right, for all the fowls of the air. All right, which as a matter of fact, it tells you that in I think it's Revelations 19. Revelations 19:17, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls, all right, that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together onto the supper of the great power, all right, the great Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. Okay, you see, so it's pretty much they were promised that they were going to have all this flesh to eat because this place is going to be done. All right, it's made to have nuclear missiles, man. Go back to where I was at. My nose is tickling right now. All right, so you know America's going to be destroyed through the nuclear missiles. All right, as a matter of fact, let me grab Second Ezra's. And 3, and it says, Second Ezra 16:3, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of an archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. All right, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. See, because the earth is going to quake, man. The earth is going to rock to, it's going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. All right, from the missiles. All right, and as a matter of fact, I was just thinking of another scripture when I was reading this part. All right, which is, I think it's in, yeah, it's in Amos. It's Amos 5. That one right there. Give me 1 second. I don't know, it might be. Yeah. Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be an evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it? You see, all done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, to bring this place down. All right, and it says the Lord shall threaten, which I read this like I meant to bring this one out. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, and the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. Damn, I sneeze, and don't want to come out. And the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. All right. And this is talking about, you know, the missile silo. All right. Sending out those missiles, which they're not going to be able to be stopped, man. Because it's not talking about actual arrows. You ain't going to send one arrow from one end of the earth to the other. All right. This is symbolic for those missiles. So those missiles, once they're shot from one end of the earth to the other, that's it. Game over. All right. Matter of fact, it says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Everything's going to be burned. Let me grab Zechariah 12, I think it is. Yeah, it is 12. Slakia. 14 and 12. Yeah. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. You see? And a good example of that is in the movie Terminator 2. All right, when you see the one girl, she holding on to the fence, all right, and the nuclear missile came in and just wiped everybody out. That's exactly how it's going to be. All right, you're not going to be able to stop that, man. All right, so America's going to be brought low, man. America, that cash cow, all right, is going to be brought to naught. Let me go to Revelations. Where's that? Is 18. Revelations 18 and 16. And it says, and Let me get it from 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. And it's saying, alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off. All right. And that's pretty much, this is going into her riches, man. All the riches, everything that came out of America, man, is just gonna be, it's gonna be done. All right. And all these, people gonna see this. They're gonna see this. They're gonna see America being destroyed, and they're gonna be wailing, man. Because remember, pretty much everybody always ran to America to, to make themselves, it's that land of great opportunity, but that great opportunity is done. That land of opportunity ain't gonna be nothing for you to be for you to get rich at anymore. So for in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and the shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off. All right. 1 hour is going to take this place for it to be done. All right. Matter of fact, Revelations 18:7, how much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And that's the pride of her heart. All right. She think that she can't be touched, but she's going to be touched in that day, man. All right. As a matter of fact, Ecclesiasticus 26. All right, this is a twofold scripture. All right, because this is talking about women, but women being harlots. Is it at is it 25? All right, right here. 26:12, and it says, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found the fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. And this is talking about, harlot, all right? But is not America that whore? All right? Is she not that harlot? All right? Basically, she opened her mouth to every thirsty traveler, all right? And drink of every water near her. All these different philosophies. America's that type of that you could be whatever you want in America. America opens herself to anybody to come over here, all right, and bring philosophies with you, all right, bring wickedness over with you. This is why America's going to be destroyed the worst, man, because only in America can you do all these wicked things that are happening all over the place, man. You try to go do these in these different countries, man, they look at you like you crazy, man. They put your ass to death, all right. So it says she will open her mouth unto a thirsty traveler when he has found the fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. All right. And the missiles represent the arrows. Okay. She gonna open herself up to all the arrows that are gonna be sent up to destroy her, man. She not gonna be able to stop that. Ain't gonna be no defense system or anything like that that's gonna be able to stop that. All right, because it's all prophecy at the end of the day. Okay. Oh man, that was killing me. So let me go back to Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38, and what was I? 38:10. And it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up into the land of the unwalled villages, all right, and I will go to them that are at rest that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. All right. And as a matter of fact, the oh man, the unwalled villages goes into says, can't read what I put in my notes here. Going into America. All right. And then it says, and I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. All right. Going also into that their military. All right. Because they have a prideful military. And then it says, then I got let me see, I got Isaiah 47. And Isaiah 47 and oh man. Yeah, I'll read it from the top. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, and thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right. Take the millstones and grind the mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. All right, going into Babylon, man. Everything about Babylon is being exposed. All right, just like it tells you in Jeremiah 49. All right, that Esau's made bare. So this whole place is being exposed. And it says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I had polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever. All right, going back into what we was just reading in 18, Revelations 18. She same pride. I sit as a queen, all right. And it says, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, that thou art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. You see, all that pride, man. Think that she can't be touched. But at the end of the day, she's going to be touched. And it says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thine enchantments. All right. Because this is exactly what she gave all these other nations, man. Sorcery, enchantments, all right. Gave them the drink of their wine. And the other nations became drunk off of it. That's why they're going to hate the whore. And it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge has perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. You see, it's gonna come up, man. This is all gonna come upon America quickly. All right, that's why it says, let me grab that real quick in Job. Job 20. And in the fullness, 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. All right. Going into the, pretty much when they think they got this new world order in full effect. All right. Everybody pretty much getting MOTB'd, you see. And then while he's eating, all right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to rain upon them, man. He's going to rain his fury and his wrath upon them. All right, and this place is going to be brought to naught. All right, Yahushua going to crack them clouds, and the missiles going to come and wipe this place out. Yo, I need to sneeze, man. What's the worst when you want to sneeze and they don't want to come out? All right, so let me go back to 38. All right. Slovakia. I just finished reading what I was reading it at what was that just now? Oh, 12. I was at 11. And it says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of the unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest and dwell safely, and all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil, all right, and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. All right. And going back into, which that goes back into Revelations 18, all right, about their riches, the fine linen and all that. All right, talking about America, because America's got all these goods, cattle, goods, all that, which pretty much, going into that cash cow. All right. And Slovakia. I'll start from 18. I'll go back down to 18. And it says, and it shall come to pass at the same time when Gog shall come against the land of Israel, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that my fury shall come up in my face. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel, so that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Every man's sword shall be against his brother, and I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him, and overflowing rain and great hailstones, fire and brimstone. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. So, this is why the Medes are going to be stirred up, man, to put out America and everybody else that's going to turn against her. And this is why you're seeing all this warfare, all right, all these people setting up, like we was just seeing. What was that damn video? All right, you see all these people setting up for war. They making themselves ready for that battle, man. Just to see all this right here, man, Oh, I ain't gotta put on sound, but just to see all this being set up, man, you already know what time it is. So when you got bug outs talking about, oh, World War III ain't never gonna happen, you know, it's just gonna be I hate when people be like, oh, well, we've been in war forever. There's always war. All right, yeah, but nothing like this. You see? Nothing like this. The last time Russia was in some damn war was a while back. This is why I said I would stir up the needs. Basically, that's why I was just saying that it was going to be that revival of that Soviet Union again. It's been a minute. You see? Just like the sister put up, they woke up the bear because the bear represents Russia. All right? They were quiet for a while, but now they woken back up. So you know it means business when you see these damn devils that ain't been in no damn wars for a while, all of a sudden just gearing up for war. All right? And they got a whole bunch of troops and all that set up over there at the border of Ukraine. And they're going to attack. They're going to make sure they make that attack at one point. You know, it might not be right now. It might be later, whatever. Again, like I said in the beginning of the lesson, you have to wait for all the other for the two prophecies to pop off first. You know, Jacob's trouble, the mark of the beast. All right, those things have to take place first for World War III to be in an all-out war. All right, so it might die off, but at one point it's gonna happen. This is just the warning sign that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is giving our people, telling you to repent. That the end is near. Everything is right around the corner. And there's no way to stop it, man. You're not going to stop the judgment of the Lord. You're not going to stop these missiles that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to put the spirit on these damn wicked-ass people to shoot. All right? So, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. It's pretty much the point. All right? So, with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Haloyim, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom.